Good afternoon, my dear brothers and sisters in Christ. Time for our weekly video. There's just 3 things that I really wanted to talk to you about this week. First of all, the gospel passage is the feeding of the 5,000 by the shores of the Sea of Galilee. And the first thing that I want you to think about is that Jesus uses the exact same language when he is blessing and multiplying the 5 loaves and the 2 fish that he uses at the mystical supper when he makes the bread and the wine into his body and blood. There is such a close connection between this miracle of feeding the 5,000 and the institution of the Eucharist. So I want you to think about that, and I'll talk a little bit about that in church on Sunday. The second takeaway that I want you to think about in terms of this gospel passage is the disciples wanted to send the crowd away. They didn't have enough. There were too many people. And Jesus said, "It is enough." He takes our gifts, our time, our talents, our treasures, which aren't enough in and of themselves, and we offer them in faith and humility, and God blesses them and multiplies them. And then our humble offering with God's grace becomes enough for whatever the world needs. So don't ever be afraid. You are not alone. Offer your time and your talents and your treasures to God and his church, and he will multiply it for the needs of his people, because he loves all of us and he wants us to be saved and spend eternity with him in heaven. The third and final thing that I wanted to share with you is that tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock, we will end this 14-day fast period with the feast of the falling asleep of the Virgin Mary. We'll have a Vesperal Divine Liturgy at 6 o'clock, and then please bring a festal, non-fasting potluck dish, and we'll all break bread at the end. I know it's a Wednesday, but it's after the feast day celebration, and so I think it's only appropriate that we break the fast after this Divine Liturgy. So God willing, we'll see you tomorrow and then on Sunday, and we'll talk about that beautiful gospel passage.